Okay. Glenn, don't cross this line. I won't cross the line either.
Understood.
Alright.
I want a good, clean fight.
We want a good, clean race today. Go!
Damn.
I got my limb ripper head. Look at that. Hands.
Starting with the head.
I think
What an amateur.
Mine are better. Foam pads with holes in them. An adapter that is probably more durable than yours. I've got this shoulder frame abomination of a, what is this? Look,
Yeah, as opposed to the very normal core one.
what is this? What is this?
I'm very glad that the back piece is separate on the new one.
Clothing, latex, feet, with stickers still on them. Look at those. Look at these gargantuan. These things are awesome. I love those.
Oh yeah, that's like one of my favorite parts about them.
That is so cool.
Oh crap, I hit the camera. Let me make sure we're still in frame.
What are these things?
What?
Cushions?
Oh, just random stuff that I found in there. Okay, we're fixed.
Arms
Arm.
and base. Like this.
We both had a minor set. Hey, that evens us out at least.
Minor setback.
We both had the same minor setback.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's why I'm,
Do these go on a certain way, or are these the same? These
it's
are
the same feet. They're both the same.
That's good when it comes time to resculpt them.
Oh yes, of course. I actually haven't seen that many of these rot.
No, but it's all filled with foam too.
Yeah, it's very, very foam filled.
It seems like good quality. Good quality stuff we're talking about.
Oh yeah, very high quality, well engineered.
Is that a spider?
Is it a spider of the jumping variety? Whoa, is that a Spirit Halloween reference, guys? Guys, is this the Spirit Halloween?
Boom. Boom. Run the adapter through the leg.
Oh, do we have to do that? Is that part of the...
Yes, that's a rule.
Oh, no.
It needs to be proper. I gotta check. Minor setback. Don't cross the line.
Okay.
They can't even see. All right, there we go. We care about you, viewers.
Yeah. Careful, the pants don't fall down.
What is that supposed to mean, Glenn?
His elastic is very bad.
Oh. It's old.
Oh, go on,
We'll
leg!
allow it. Does this not un-Velcro?
Nope.
Alright, so that has to come off then.
Actually, I put it on over that.
It fits?
Yeah.
Then maybe we'll do that. So if anyone doesn't know, Glenn found, well, he had the old limb ripper, then he found this one, he
I
bought
had the
it
new
and then
one.
sold it to me. And now I've got the old one, he's got the new one.
Yeah.
And I like the old one.
I prefer the new one.
I just like old because it's old.
I like new because better produced and nicer for my hunt.
Spirit Halloween. Boom. Stick this head out. This is a little hard. Glenn, say something. No one wants to
I'm
hear.
locked in right now, dude. I'm trying to beat you. I don't want to lose this. I've owned this prop for like 4 years. I don't want to lose this race.
Glenn's all washed.
Dude, you're all washed up, McQueen. Coctor's fading. Coctor's fading. Fading fast.
Oh man. This is a tight race, Glenn.
I know. I don't like it.
quiet again.
I know.
This is not normal patchy Halloween YouTube. Glenn, I think I'm done.
You got his sensor plugged in?
Yeah. There we go. I like that he has all the stickers on him still.
In the fork.
I'm pushing back for you guys.
The fork. Please. Lim Ripper, don't do this to me. You've served me so valiantly. Oh, shut up.
Wait.
That's just mean.
The problem is that his cord's so short that
Alright, I'll move him back
I
through.
don't know how to reach him now. He's got such a short cord, power plug.
At first glance, they look very different. No, they don't.
It's been 2 seconds and you already screwed up the tape. Alright.
At first glance, they look quite similar, and
You're not in frame.
at first glance, they look pretty much similar, but there are a few minor differences. Mainly, the first one that is the most apparent, I think, is the blood. You can see on the 2017 model, it is much more coated in the blood, and the pants are also coated in blood on the front and the back. Whereas in 2012, it's much more conservative. You can see the blood on the hands are actually a little different. This is much more reddish in color, while on 2017's variants, it's more of a purplish maroon color. And I also think there's minor differences in the paint itself. This is more gray in 2012, even on the feet. But in 2017, I see a little more of a tannish tone to them. Same with the feet. The color, it's very similar, very minor differences. There's a little like undershirt on 2017's model right here. You can see kind of the frame a little bit, whereas in 2012, it's totally pretty much flushed up against the bottom of the head. Other than that, very similar. A sensor right here for the IR sensor, whereas the sensor's in his nose in 2012. So he's got 5 buttons. They kind of tried to hide the sensor as a button, but it sticks out a little bit. I guess in the dark it don't matter. Yeah. If I were to choose which one I like more in terms of purely cosmetics, I don't know. It seems like there's good things from both sides. I like the dry blood on the 2017, but I like the mouth paint a little better on 2012's. I think I like the sculpt. I think I like the paint job head-wise and like overall paint job better in 2012, but I like the blood being a lot more abundant and a little more realistic in 2017. But as you can see, cosmetic-wise, very similar. Very hard to tell them apart if you don't have them next to each other, I would say. So according to my cue card here, the next thing I'm talking about are boxes. They actually look like they're the same dimension. I think that one's just a little smaller just because it's totally crumbling on itself.
Okay, bro.
But it has the same vintage Spirit Halloween background. That was the last year, 27. No, it wasn't. That was wrong. The background is basically the same. It still has that nostalgic green to like bluish purple gradient. You can see the lettering is different. Obviously, this was 2017. This one obviously has the old slime font. 2012, they were still doing that. Overall, you can just tell that they're from different eras. In 2017, they were doing the poems, which is pretty cool. I'm going to read it for you all because I think they're great. Others might disagree with me.
I am others.
When the clock strikes at 3 a.m., the Limb Ripper comes to play again. He'll scour the edge of the woods, walking on only 2 legs like no other werewolf could. His blood-stained attire dirty and torn, his bright eyes filled with scorn. His eyes hypnotize all those in sight as they blind you from the darkness in the middle of the night. We urge you to try your best to look away. As hard as it may be, we demand you to stray. The beast inside is hungry and angry. The more time wasted, the more time he gets cranky. So if you are wandering around in the woods at night and the moon is full in plain sight, you may want to consider heading home because he's looking for a meal in the woods where he roams. Of the box, I like that he has a close-up here. I think that's pretty nice. Shows you, like, his eyes just look brighter. Where we were talking, this must be a prototype model because the stock images, they're just little pinpoint LEDs. This box doesn't really show. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. You can see that. He's got like little tiny, yeah, he does. Very tiny pinpoints. I think he looks better the way he is. I think that's a little strange.
Now, mechanically, these guys do have quite a lot of differences despite being essentially the same animatronic. Firstly, the body frame. This is a very interesting design where there's no central spine or anything, and the entire body is made up of the back frame itself. Instead of on the new one, where there's a central spine and it has a fork where the back frame clips into it, so that the back frame is just there for cosmetic purposes, similar to props like Cuddles. He does it in the same way, and like Carnival Barker from Moore's Costumes. But for him, it's all one solid piece. And the hip loop is also just welded on from factory. The shoulder frame is pretty much the exact carbon copy. I'm pretty sure that's one of the only parts that there is no difference in at all. The arms are pretty much the exact same as well. They're both on springs. The springs are in the same spot. The forks are the same. Everything is the same on that. And then everything below here is essentially the same.
No, it's not. The base.
I forgot about the base. The last major difference is the base. Now, classic Limb Ripper has a very old SVI style base where it's these thin wires that go across the middle, and the pegs are just welded straight to that. The new one has the newer style base with the flat bar going between them, which is definitely better for stability and the longevity of the welds themselves. As far as the quality goes of just general parts, is this just the control box? I forget. Now, as far as the control boxes go, they're both very emblematic of the eras they were made in. Although, interesting enough, he was one of the first props to have this particular style of control box. Even in 2012, other animatronics like Zombie Clown, they had what I call the Barnyard Butcher control box, which is the more square one that's kind of vertical and has an even worse speaker than this one. The 2017 version has the same control box that they've been using since 2015.
So those are some of the major differences between the 2 years. As you can see, they're very similar, but have some differences to them. Let's go to a nighttime demo and see what they look like at night. You're going to obviously see that one is going to overpower this in speaker sound, but that's just how it goes. It's just how it goes.
How it goes, yeah. That's just how it goes, yeah.
Well, there you have it. The Limb Rippers from 2012 and 2017. Which one do you guys think is better? I honestly don't know. I can't really tell the difference anymore. I want to thank Glenn for selling me this pristine condition 2012 model, and also for him bringing over a 2017 variant for us to do this video.
Slightly less pristine.
Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.